In 2015, I got my CNA, but by the side, you know how many jobs I had? Because they said what? Extra money. But little did I know it's not how hard you work, but how smart you work. So sometimes I'll even offer to take some of my friends to church. They was like, Leo, no, I'd rather trek. I say, okay, let's go to church then. Say no. And when I pick them up from work, they will refuse. Say no, I'll take Uber. But no problem. I kept pushing. You know what? I got accepted in nursing school in 2017. I was like, oh my God, this is the American dream. It was the best opportunity to be selected among one of the great universities we have in Oklahoma. But we kept pushing. The last clinicals we had, give thanks to some of these my colleagues. Some of them are in business with me. But we started about 115, graduated this few. People quit, some died during the program. You know, you just know I can't wait to grind and make money, right? When I finished, they celebrated me, did a lot of graduation ceremonies. I was like, wow, I'm special, I should be a millionaire. So, when I finally got my first job, I got several offers, but I chose to start slow. I was doing oncology, dealing with cancer. Some of the nurses who trained me say, Leo, you know what, if you want to succeed really good, you need to what? Do overtime. The money is in the overtime. All right, let's do it, right? I started working, but I want to appreciate my beautiful wife. She's amazing, incredible. Without her, we wouldn't have been able to achieve what we are achieving right now. I call her Mama Integrity. She's powerful. Some of you have met her around. I want to appreciate her for all the support. And she's also serving our country. So thank you for your service. Very, very smart. So I kept looking for opportunities. I was like, I'm working 3 jobs. It's still not enough. How many of you are on Facebook here? You're on Facebook, but why haven't you helped people from Facebook? Mr. Emmanuel Tita sent me an invite. We started chatting. He wanted to share this opportunity. I ran away for 6 months. You know, it's scam, right? How many of you thought it was scam before? I ran away while still praying, but he didn't give up on me. When he met with me, I took a photo that night, and he said, Leo, see, it's about no family left behind. That's what WFG is all about. I don't want to leave you behind. It doesn't matter whether you've known me in the past or not. I just want to help you. And thank God for this crusade that you are here today as a result of somebody not wanting to leave you behind. So when you leave here tonight, you might want to reach out to that one person who changed your life and help them. And guess what? We believe in faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. I'm a child of God, and I'm proud to stand in front of you all to tell you that. Because what? Our business believes in faith. Yeah, it's not where they say you don't pray at work, right? Here you can pray with your client. Yeah. When I kept helping family, I didn't do this for money. But before I knew, they say, hey, Leo, do you know you got your watch? You're about becoming an SMD. I say, oh my God, all right, let's make it happen. So we kept running. 6 months later, January 2021, we became SMDs. Wow. That's when Team Integrity was born. When I kept pushing, Mr. Emmanuel was like, keep going, Leo, you'll get there. You'll be a millionaire one day. Great, all right, 100K ring. Then I went to Dallas to one of Mr. Fumbo's birthday, and I met some of these great leaders in person. There are a lot of them I met that day, and the dream just left my head to my heart. When I went back to Oklahoma, they say, oh, 2nd diamond, 3rd diamond. I was like, what does that mean? They say, well, it means you make $250K and $300,000 a year. I was like, wow, really? All right. So we came for another Wealth Bowl. That one I came with my spouse, not only alone. And guess what? The event you're here, it literally transformed my wife's mind. She went outside and started making phone calls. She has never seen a community of people like this that they don't talk about funeral or contribution, but about money. Wow! Wow! All right. So, by the grace of God, I was just alone. People were giving objections, telling me I'm a scam, blocking my number. Some are still on mute. I'm blocking me, say, Leo, you're not in jail yet. Say, good luck for you, right? Now, I I want to thank God for these two people. I reached out to them and they didn't doubt me. These were the two who believed me out of all the 100. We have Mr. Magdel Kuma right here, been in America since 2019. This young man makes about $200,000 a year. Yes. He's retired as a nursing assistant. We also have Mama Sisi. I call her my mama. She's also retired as a nurse as of last month. Now, I want to talk about this special lady right here from Minnesota. She got recruited in this business. I went to Minnesota in November. We did a spotlight. As of today, she crossed over close to $60,000. She's already locked in everything to the SMD by the end of the month. That's 4 months later. So, gone are those days to be SMD in 1 year. Some people will start doing it in 1 month. Just watch. Don't believe me? Just watch. And these are some of our frontline leaders. They are doing amazing. Some of them are on the way coming here. But I want to thank them because some are not even on the slide because, you know, the computer can only take a little. But we are proud of the thousands of lives that we are about changing. Now, let me show you a little bit of what this business is doing for us. Because somebody will, okay, Leo, what next? What else? Let me show you. Look at this. The connection you get from this business, the places you travel to, your job will never take you there. It will never. Look at some of these amazing people, the associations. You know, I can pick up my phone and call Mr. Daniel, and he picks up my call. When last did you call your CEO? Not even your CEO, your supervisor. If it's not an emergency, you are terminated if it's on the weekend. Seriously. But some of you, this opportunity have found you and you're still doubting. You want us to lay you hands. Great, we have pastors in the house. They will lay you hands tonight. Yeah. We went to Las Vegas. I was so surprised we had recognitions from there in front of hundreds of thousands of people. I was like, wow. We look at great network, relationships, partnership with people. We are not in business work. It's not like a job where the next person wants you fired and you get promotion. No, here you grow, all of us celebrate, right? You grow, we all celebrate. Look at the great associations. Amazing. I now have an elder brother called Mr. Emmanuel Tita. How many of you have elder brothers at work? Your uncles that will tell you this event is a scam. The same people have 4 jobs. And you're getting mentorship. Good luck. We've traveled to Hawaii, had fun in Hawaii. My wife was like, Leo, thank you for not giving up on this business. Oh. You know what it means for your wife to tell you that? Even if it's 2 a.m., I'll still close on Zoom. I'm telling you. So, we've gone places, we had a good time, we traveled the world, and guess what? It's not just about you, you also have to give up. We started a foundation called the Claria Foundation. That's from Clarice and Lionel. This we help orphans and widows. We went to Cameroon, we have partners. These people, those who are in the hospitals, they have procedures they have to do, but they can't afford the money. Guess what? We go behind, talk to those doctors and nurses, and raise funds to do the surgery for those people. They have no idea of who I am. And you know what? When they pray, what happens? So you see the cash flow wasn't an error, right? Yeah. We also reach out to widows and orphans. Yeah. During Christmas, we send out some money. So, okay, our foundation is going to sponsor some communities to buy Christmas stuff for them. I saw women that haven't eaten rice for like 2 years. Oh. But you're in America, every second you have rice, right? You don't even all right. See, it's powerful and amazing, but the best part is that what? You're on the helping side, not on the receiving side. It's more blessed to give than to receive. Yes. That's our 12-month cash flow. We went full-time in April 2021. That year, I didn't do full-time WFG. But 2022, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to figure things out again. Look at the cash flow. When we talk of geometric growth in the morning, is that geometric? Yes. All right. Now, look at it. The same car nobody wanted to enter, right? So, you tell me, if I opt to pick up somebody to church, are they gonna refuse?
No way.
You see, so the only way to cancel insult is by showing results.
Exactly. Yes. Say it again. Say it again.
I just want to encourage some of us that are here tonight. You're not here by mistake. Somebody paid flight for you, but you don't yet see. Please, don't take these few days you're here for granted. Because by the time you leave this place next year, oh my God, are you still sitting on your feet? I thought we were all fired up. That's a little bit about me, but I can't wait to be a partner with you in business. I can't wait to be a partner. Now I'm going to bring up somebody special. Before I bring this person, I want to appreciate the product providers. Some of us were here in the morning, we saw $1 billion. We were like, wow, is that a real scam of 491 or how did it, 411 or is it 491 or 491? How did they even call it? All right, you know it best, right? But I want to introduce the person who changed our lives. Without him, none of us will be here today. This person went above and beyond. He's a family man, loved to change the lives of people. Please, if you have even a child in the, maybe whatever they call it, they need to stand up for this one. You know what it means for somebody to change your life? So I'm so proud and grateful to be under the leadership of this great mentor. Very selfless one for that matter. You ask their secret, you know Coca-Cola will never give their secret to another company. But this one gives his secret every second. Please, let's stand up. Put a hand of applause to one of the greatest leaders we have, Daniel and Dr. Linda. Year of the millionaires. Woo! Wow. Incredible. I'm going to have my beautiful wife here say something, and then I'm going to come after her. Take it over home.
Good afternoon, everybody. I usually always have something to say, but I feel a little overwhelmed today. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Congratulations for taking the time to be here today. This weekend is a very special weekend, not for me or Daniel or our kids. It's a special weekend for every single one of you sitting in this chair today. This weekend is about you guys. We're here to celebrate and appreciate you for the amazing work that you did in 2022. And to say it was amazing is an understatement. It was a powerful year. You all went above and beyond in helping families. And this weekend was celebrating that. And so to that note, I want to say thank you for all your hard work and your sacrifice. Thank you for leaving no family behind. And thank you for changing the face of a community. Because of every single one of you sitting in this chair, our kids are going to have a different future. The story is going to be different. We're going to control billions of dollars in wealth. We have created more generational wealth in the last 2 years than we've ever owned in our lives or in existence. And to that, I want to say thank you, and thank you. I'm so proud of you all. It's going to be a great weekend. Thank you.
Can we give them a hand? Right. So, well, my name is Daniel Fumble, and I am so grateful to be standing here today, but I'm going to be brief, because I know we have better people than me coming up on stage right after me. But I want to say welcome to town. We have been planning this event for the past 1 year. All your leaders, all the SMGs, I want to say thank you so much for putting this together. And I want to say, you guys will know, I only show up. The way this event looks, the planning from A to Z was done by my beautiful wife, Linda Fumble. Let's give her a hand. So, I know that people standing up, we estimated we're going to have 800 in here today. So that's why the chairs are not as many, but we know tomorrow is 3,000. So I want to apologize if you're standing up. I want to try to get some chairs so that people can be sitting behind. Those who are make it in WFG, everyone here can make it too. Some of you here, I say, I can't talk, I can't speak. I'm too scared. Even the pastor told me that he couldn't talk. I was wondering, I thought, wow. My name is Gilbert Thorne. I'm all the way from Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm so proud to be here today on this stage. Yes, I was born in Cameroon, but I grew up in Germany. Migrated to the United States in 2010. Why? Because they say there's something called American Dream. So I got into Lufthansa to also get my American Dream. That right there on the screen is the American Dream. They told me that if you want to make it in America, you have to go to school and do something that has to do with healthcare. I hesitated. But guess what? The reality kicked in. Why? Because I couldn't believe that I was changing diapers. For the first time when I changed a diaper, I didn't know whether I put it right or wrong, but somehow I did it.
But guess what? I had to go back to school. I became a nurse, and it wasn't working out. They say, if you want to make it, keep going. I went to school, and I got my BSN. Guess what? Even though I had a nursing degree, the income wasn't enough. As a nurse, I was making about $6,000 a month. But guess what? I had a side business. I did 5 lanes. Maybe some of you are familiar with 5 lanes. And then guess what? I got my license to go to the auction to buy cars. I was doing what most African men do, right? So it wasn't working out. But guess what? WLG found me. Someone gave me a call and said, guess what? There is something that you can do and make good money. I said, are you sure? She said, yes. I said, how much does it take for me to start? She said $100. I was disappointed. Many of you are the same like me, right? I was so disappointed because I had that mindset that if I have to do a business, I need a huge sum of money to start that business. Now guess what? She recruited me. I didn't even know the name of the company. I didn't care to know what I was going to do. But she told me that it was legal, moral, and ethical. Right. So guess what? Where the problem started? It took me a year to get licensed. It's not because I was failing the exam, it's because I didn't even care. I was busy pushing my med card. But guess what? She kept calling me until at the point where she had to study with me. She knew my schedule. She would call me. Are you busy now? I said, no. Let's get on Zoom. So that's how she did. I studied just for about 4 hours. And I went and took that exam. Somehow I passed.
Somehow.
I called her. I first said, oh, I failed. She said, don't mind. Just go again next time, you'll make it. Then I said, no, I'm just, messing around with you. I passed. She was so happy. But it didn't mean anything to me. Guess what? She didn't give up on me. She invited me to an event like this today that you are sitting down in your chair. And that's when everything changed. My mindset changed. After the event, guess what? In 2021, that's when I got the financial breakthrough. I went home, I couldn't sleep. I was standing in my bed. My wife asked me, what's wrong? I said, honey, can you believe that there's money out there that all we need is just a bucket and...
We need a bucket.
Now, as you can see, I also got I got my $50,000. I made my first $50,000 in the business, and then again, I had my 100,000 ring, right? 250,000 ring. All this happened so fast. 2021, 2022, and then now I start saying, wow, a salary is the drug they give us to forget our dream. Many of you are the same. I wasn't coachable. I wasn't attending any meetings. I didn't care. I didn't have an open mind. So please, if you are here today, all I ask is to have an open mind. Be coachable. Don't be like me. Get your license after 1 year. And I got the license, even though after 1 year, it took me another year doing nothing. So I wasted 2 years in the business. But guess what? I've never seen any company in the world that can bring what is so-called peace of mind. That you can travel the world, you can go anywhere, you can work from home. It's so amazing, the joy that we get here. You can see how all of us are happily doing this. It's not just about the money, it's about what the money does. The difference that we make in people's lives. That's what matters. Look at my family there, went to Hawaii. Where else can this happen? I want to thank Legacy Star. I'm so happy to be born in Legacy Star. I want to thank my team, Team Victory. I want to thank Team Omega. Thank you all for believing in me. Thank you for answering the call. We're all going to go places. We're all going to become millionaires. Thank you so much. Do the hard work.
How are we doing? How are we doing? All right, let's get honest. If you are in this hall sitting here today and you're still working a job, please stand. Be honest. If you are still clocking in and reporting to a boss, please stand. Now, turn around and look at yourself, guys. If you have to take permission to be here, if you have to lie that your child is sick to be here, if you have to take a PTO to be here, keep standing. Everybody else sit. To Africa so I can get a master's degree in nursing. What sacrifices are you making? You have sacrificed your job and your kids to be here this weekend. What are you taking back when you leave from here? Because you're one decision away from changing your entire life. The question is, what is that decision? Are you here on a vacation or are you here to make sure your business works? The dream was sold. I had a master's degree. They gave me a corner office at Bellum Hospital. I loved it. It was fun. I was the boss, right? But little did I know, I had a massive student loan, a negative bank account, but I made 6 figures. Happy with my 6 figure, right? So when I came here and realized that there's a better life in WFG, like Dr. Julie said, I turned in my resignation December 2021. And my boss told me, Linda, if it's the money, we can increase your salary. I'm like, hold up. So you could increase my salary all these years. I just had to retire. So I asked her one thing, can you pay me for my freedom though? And that's when they can't. We are held captive at somebody else's retirement plan. We're working somebody else's retirement plan. You're building somebody else's dream. They tell you when to go to bed. A lot of you here have to work tonight probably. And you're looking at your clock, I go because I got to sleep so I can go to work. That's your boss telling you when to go to bed. But we say today, it stops today because we're all going to be bosses, right? We're going to fire our bosses, are we? All right. But my kids, man, I tell you, I used to think they were my why. Then I realized, if your kids are truly your why, we all be billionaires today.
Sure.
True. Because you do anything for your kids, right? Why isn't your business growing if you would do anything for your children? What is stopping you is your own mindset. That's what's keeping you from winning. When I came here 2020, cash flow was $44K. $44,000, and I thought, okay, well, it's just a thing. I'm just gonna play it through. I'm making 6 figures on my job. This is a side hustle. Like a lot of you are saying, oh, that money is okay. Guess what? I retired, fired my boss, and that's what happened when I came full-time into the business. Guys, WFG works. The question is, are you ready for this kind of growth? Because a lot of us come here and we get comfortable. You make a little bit of money and you're comfortable because we're used to that scarcity mentality, right? So all this big money frightens some of us. It's real. It's real, and every single one of us can do it. I remember when Daniel and Linda, they hit their MVP in California. I wasn't even quoted. I don't believe I was quoted then. And I went to California with them. They were on the stage just dancing and celebrating. Big event like this, and I was on the stage with them. And she turned around and looked at me and said, this is going to be your life someday. I said, girl, stop playing. This is not meant for me. It's meant for every single one of us, guys. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go get it, guys. Thank you all so much.
I don't hear you. Legacy star. Yeah, and the millionaires. Let me tell you why. If you are from Congo, can you stand up, please? If you are from Congo, can you stand up, please? Oh my God. Wow. Let's clap for ourselves. I remember one night, my name is Christian Matondo Kibandi. I'm from a big country, the wonderful country, they call it Congo. RDC, Elora Makas. That night, that's me and my husband. It was one day, I used to be a nurse. I was in a hospital working. I love money, you know, money moves me. So I was working as a nurse, but guess what? I still do my side gigs, right? I sell pondu on the side, I sell fish on the side. That's my journey with WFG. So at that point, I was in the hospital that day, doing my 16 hours. I used to do 2.5 jobs. Who does 2.5 jobs? I don't know how I was doing it, but I was doing it. 2.5 jobs. So I'll leave rice in the right cook and make food for my husband, just warm it up. I go to the next one. And now one day he called me, he said, you know what? You ordered some fish. The fish came in the house. So he stuck it in the basement in the fridge. I had about 4 boxes left. I was like, you know what? I'm coming, don't worry. I get home. I had to go sell it. Because I didn't want to put it to somebody to save for me. I could sell anything, trust me. So I went to my friends. I was like, I had fish. So I could braid hair. I went to my friends to the hair salon for my African coast, my African friends. So I sold 3 boxes. I had 1 box left. And I was like, I have to sell that box because the next day I have to go to work, right? So I thought about this lady. And then I was like, I have fish to sell. And she was like, we're not going to buy fish today. I said, so what's that music in the house? She's like, oh, we have a birthday party. I said, what? How come you didn't invite me? We are coming. So I invited myself to that party just to go sell my fish. Guess what? Who invited you tonight? Somebody invited you here tonight?
You invite yourself to go.
Somebody invited you?
Yeah.
You make sure when we finish, go buy something for that person. Because me, nobody invited me to that business. No one invited me. So I'm walking to that house, and guess what? Mr. Manager was sitting there. He did the whole presentation to my people. I knew everybody in the house. When I walk in, my only greeting was that I have fish for sale. That was my greeting. So I greet them. I have my fish. So they buy my fish, and I look at that man. I didn't know he was not Congolese. I said, excuse me, sir, do you eat fish? Are you going to buy? And then he bought my fish. And then the owner was like, Mama Christian, you're already a nurse, but you still sell fish. I said, Papa, money is money. You can come from nursing for so if office say, you know, since you love business, that man here is doing business. I said, what? I said, you talk to me. So I sit down to him. He told me the business. Guess what? Mr. Manager just show up in that house to talk to them about the business. Nobody was interested. They ate the food. They packed to go. He was just sitting there so he can leave the house. And I'm walking in that house. Let me tell you, I was choosing to do this business. I'm walking in that house. He talked to me. I was like, you coming to my house. God, I get so fired up when I think about that. I was choosing to do this, so it was Saturday. He came to my house Wednesday from 5. He left at midnight. Before he leave, at 10 o'clock, my husband said, Christian, this is too risky. I said, Papa, we came from back home. We speak French. We succeeded here. Just a lot of English. It's not risky. Let me talk to you. You know what? You work night shift. Let me put you to bed, okay? Let me please talk to him. So, at the time of minute. So, I kissed him good night. I went back to the manager. I said, you know what? Help me. So he submitted the policy for me, for my husband, even though he was sleeping. I didn't ask him. He did for my kids. And at the end, I was like, Sam, can I do what you are doing? So, he was like, there's nobody from Congo in this business. There's no, I said, what? Nobody? How much is it? $100. I gotta get a license. You know what? That day, did you see that picture? I had to make a choice to move from healthcare to welfare. Can you see the stress on that side? Can you see the finger blister on that side, right? Oh! So, this is in New York, my first convention. Look at the happiness. You see the beautiful, right?
Yeah! Yeah! Woo, 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 woo!
That's for you. When you shine that energy, your beauty come out. So I had to make that choice, right?
Yeah!
I had to change this opportunity. I took the opportunity in my heart. So I was like, I'm doing this whole time. And then I had to switch, so I changed. And I was like, I need to make this. And then for my heart, I was like, this is about time. I have to choose WFT over nursing. And my husband was so shaking. I said, I want my wife to be a nurse. How come you're going to leave? I said, man, just get ready. I'm not looking back. So I had to do that. I switched, and I see the need of financial freedom, right? So I was like, there's not just paycheck, there's something else out there. And then the desire to bring that entrepreneur lady. And then to help my community. I see that people struggling. Out that little notebooks in the funeral home, people putting $20, $10 just to quote it, to give to somebody. That was sad. So I have to help my community. And then that's the will me come out. So the entrepreneur lady came out, and I was like, I'm going to do this 100%. And I fired my boss. They were shaking when I let him go. And I started my business, and then my big why was to spend time with that husband. He's going to be here soon. He was like, you know what, you can go. So he allowed me to do this 100%, and my two kids, they are 12 and 10 now. One is my secretary, one is my assistant. They help me in Zoom. That's what you can dream it together, right? So you dream it together, they know we have to be here, they know everything. We're going to Las Vegas in July, so we dream it together. And then not just that, I went crazy. I do so much. I can cook, I can dress, I could do hair, I'm a nurse, I do this, and then what if I'm not here today? I know they cannot replace me, but that little piece of me is my financial support. So I took over 1.25 million policy just for me. In case I'm not here, then I'm gonna suffer. My income is irreplaceable. Or if I'm sick today, it's gonna help. And then I did that, I did for my kids, so they can have school loan free. And then I decided that many people, they're not just planning to fail, but they're just failing to plan. So I decided to go make a vision to help my community. That's why we see many of us today. I help my Congolese community, not just them. Congolese, we went out there talking to people. After 12 months, we make over $100,000. And 1 month, we make over $15,000. That was my birthday money. So we went to Las Vegas to spend it. Not just that,